Hi, hello, vanakkam and welcome to the First Step Academy Learn and Grow Educational Medium. Today in this video, we are going to see a brief introduction about mensuration. Mensuration simply can be called as a measurement. In definition point of view, it is one of the branch in mathematics which deals the measurement of various parameters such as surface area, volume of the different geometrical figures, two-dimensional object and most probably the three-dimensional objects. We know that the mathematicians were successfully applied geometry into our practical life and they discovered many things that will be useful in our day-to-day life. Actually, this is the origin of this topic called mensuration. Hence, this mensuration can be called as applied geometry. So, in our day-to-day life, we are crossing n number of things that are a three-dimensional objects. So, this mensuration will be much useful in our day-to-day life to find, for example, to find the area of the land, or if you want to find a capacity of the water tank, then this mensuration play a vital role. For example, if you take these are the some of the three-dimensional object which will be we are handling in our day-to-day life. Where first one is called water pipe. This is water tank and ice cream cone and balls that we are using in our sports. So if I want to find out how much amount of water can this tank hold, means what is the capacity of this tank, then obviously we need to use the principle of mensuration. So it plays a vital role in our day-to-day life. Now if we have any problem under this topic called mensuration, then how do we solve? Because based on our field knowledge, most of the students are find difficult to solve the problem under this topic. So now we are going to see a model problem, so through which we are going to explain how to approach the problem to find out the solution. Meantime, to find a solution for the given problem, we should be familiar with the formulas of the different geometrical figures. As we listed over here, I think we have listed here 10 shapes that we are calling as geometrical figures. So we should know these formulas. We should be much familiar with these formulas. Then will be much easier to solve any problem given under this topic. And also as we said that we are going to see how to approach the problem. For example, this is one of the example problem given in the textbook. Look at the given problem is if 1 liter of paint covers 10 meters squared, how many liters of paint is required to paint the internal and external surface areas of a cylindrical tunnel whose thickness is 2 meter, internal radius is 6 meter and height is 25 meter. This is the given problem. So whenever the problem has been given, so we should understand the problem first. So now we are going to find out the solution and also we are going to see how to approach this question. It holds 4 steps. The step 1, first you should understand the question clearly. That much important. So what are the parameters given and what exactly we need to find, these things we should understand from the question. That's the first step exactly. The second step is draw as a diagram what you understand from the question. So through which only we can confirm what are the shapes involved in this question. Sometimes in the question itself they have given directly the shapes. In this question, for example, if you take the given cylindrical tunnel, the shape of this tunnel is cylindrical. So sometimes they may give directly the shape, sometimes they may give a mixed shapes. At that time the step 2 is much important. So whatever you understand from the question, you should draw that as a diagram. So that will be much useful as to identify the exact shapes involved in the question. And the third one, recall the formula for the suitable shapes involved in the question and apply the right values given from the questions. And the final step, consolidate the result given. So these are exactly the major 4 steps that we need to be put into our mind to solve any problem under mensuration. So as we said that we took up this example problem. So this is the problem. What we understand from the problem is if 1 liter of paint covers 10 meters squared, then how many liters of paint is required to the internal and external surface area of a cylindrical tunnel whose thickness 2 meter, internal radius 6 meter and height is 25 meter. They have given a cylindrical tunnel thickness, internal radius and height, and exactly they are asking us to find out the surface area, means internal and external surface area. After finding this surface area, we need to find out the cost involved to paint this surface area. No, sorry, exactly not a cost, actually how much liter of paint exactly we need to use to paint this cylindrical tunnel. Not a cost, actually how much amount of paint, how much liter of paint is required. This is the exact question. So after understand this, I've drawn as an image, this is the cylindrical tunnel whose height, here I mentioned as length, anyway it's a tunnel, hence this is the parameter that we are representing here as height. So whose height is 25 meter and whose internal radius is 6 meter, whose thickness is 2 meter. So I have drawn exactly over here. So based on this diagram, I am confirmed that the shape involved in this is hollow cylinder. Right? Shape involved in this hollow cylinder. Let it be. Now we are going to take up what are the given values and what exactly we need to find. The given values are the internal radius of the cylindrical tunnel 6 meter, height of the cylindrical tunnel 25 meter, thickness of the cylindrical tunnel 2 meter, and also area covers by 1 liter paint 10 meters squared. Now what we need to find from this question? The primarily we need to find internal and external surface area of the cylindrical tunnel. That's the primary objective of this from this question. So now we are clear what are the shapes involved, what are the parameters given and what exactly we need to find. So now the involved shape is hollow cylinder. Now we need to recall the formula to find the surface area of the hollow cylinder. So the formula for the surface area of the hollow cylinder is 2 pi into small r plus capital R into h, where here small r is internal radius and capital R is the external radius and h is the height of the tunnel. So where from the question we know small r, the internal radius given directly from the question, and height also we can take from the question itself, but capital R, that exactly we need to find. How do we find? Yes, the external radius capital R can be obtained by adding internal radius and the thickness that given from the question. So thickness is 2 meter, internal radius is 6 meter. So together if we add, the external radius capital R is 8 meter. Now what are the parameters required to find out the surface area of the hollow cylinder? All we have. Now substitute the values in this formula. By substituting this, we'll get 2 into pi value is 22 by 7, hence I directly substituted. So 22 by 7 into R, 6 plus 8 into 25 meters squared. By consolidating this, 2 into 22 by 7 into 6 plus 8 is 14 into 25 meters squared. By cancelling this 7 and 14, so 2 7s are 14. So 2 into 22 into 2 into 25 meters squared. Finally, we obtain the value as 44 into 50 meters squared. So the surface area of the hollow cylinder what we obtained here is 2200 meters squared. This is the surface area what we obtained for the hollow cylinder. Now our primary objective we reached. Next thing that we need to find how much liter of paint required to paint this surface area. In this, they have given in the question as 1 liter of paint covers 10 meters square. Now, this much area we need to paint, so how much liter is required? So the number of liters required to covers 2200 meters square is 2200 meters square divided by 10 meters square. By dividing this total surface area divided by, so what the parameter given from the question 10 meters square, will get number of liter required to cover this surface area. So by dividing this 2200 meters square by 10 square, we'll get 220 liters. So this is the answer, exact answer for this question. So the number of liters required to cover 2200 meters squared surface area is 220 liters. Again I'm saying number of liters required to cover 2200 meters squared surface area 220 liters. That's the answer. Hope you understand how to solve this problem. Thank you for watching. If you like this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Thank you once again. We'll meet in the next video.